Ferrari has undergone a winter of upheaval ever since it was announced that boss Mattia Binotto was stepping away from the Formula 1 squad. The timing of the change of team principal during the critical busy winter period when big decisions are made meant the prancing horse could not avoid a bit of uncertainty until replacement Fred Vasseur got his feet inside Maranello at the start of January. After a fortnight getting to know better the inner workings of the team, this week Vasseur spoke to the media for the first time in his new role. So here are 5 takeaways from his first ever Ferrari interview. After Ferrari's clear weaknesses that cost it any chance of the World Championship last year, it is obvious that Vasseur has been brought on board to make changes. But while the reliability, driver errors, upgrades, and strategy problems that all impacted Ferrari's 2022 campaign are clear areas of focus, Vasseur has made clear that he won't be making any radical changes for now. The Frenchman is clear that if he's going to improve things, then he needs to fully understand the reasons for why things happened the way they did. Vasseur is also taking a more holistic approach to things, reckoning it is more important to consider the bigger picture of the entire organization than focus on the heads of departments. Explaining why he wasn't wielding the axe to the strategy team, he said that he doesn't want to focus on the department heads but more on the strategy organization as a whole. Ferrari has always been a hotbed of politics, and that has historically meant team principals are constantly juggling competing factions for their attention. Binotto did a lot to try to get rid of some of the silo mentality that existed before he took charge, but Vasseur will want to take things on a further step. That is why he has opened up some important lines of communication, both with personnel who work below him as well as those he reports to. But chats have been going on in other directions too. He says he talks every day with CEO Benedetto Vigna, and they have dinner 2 or 3 times per week. Furthermore, Vasseur revealed he had spoken to Binotto, who helped ensure a smooth handover, and plans to have a sit-down with former Ferrari team boss Jean Todt in the not-too-distant future. Vasseur's arrival at Ferrari marks the renewal of a partnership he had with Charles Leclerc at Sauber. The pair worked well together during Leclerc's rookie 2018 campaign, so coming back together again inevitably prompted some idea that the Monegasque could get some preferential treatment from now on. Such an idea has been quickly ruled out by Vasseur, though he said several times that Leclerc and Carlos Sainz will start the season on equal footing. But despite an equal footing from the off, Vasseur insisted he would not hesitate to impose team orders if there came a time when one of his drivers had to be favored. Vasseur has long had a cheeky sense of humor, and for all the seriousness he shows in the heat of competition, a laugh is often not far away when you speak to him. How this bubbly side of his personality would be impacted by the move to a pressure-filled role like Ferrari was open to intrigue. It did not take long to realize that Vasseur has not lost his sense of humor at all. He also gave a sneak peek into Ferrari's 2023 car.
Yeah, that's for sure that I'm not there to give you a secret, but the car will be red.
From moments when journalists struggled to turn their microphones on to ask questions, to some confusion over whether he was talking about Jean Elkann or Jean Todt, Vasseur kept smiling and laughing and seemed to enjoy his time speaking to the press. Let's all hope he doesn't change when the racing gets serious. Despite the laughs, Vasseur still displayed his serious side and knows that the pressure is on him to deliver the World Championships for Ferrari this season. He's focused intensely on better understanding the errors that proved costly throughout 2022 and will be monitoring carefully how things kick off when the cars roar into action in Bahrain. And while feeling there are no alarm bells ringing right now, he says he will not be afraid to ring the changes if things are not being delivered to a good enough standard. Vasseur is convinced that Ferrari has what it takes to deliver those titles, though it's just a case of getting the team working in the way that best delivers on its skill set. So do you think Fred Vasseur is the guy that will bring Ferrari back to the top? Let me know in the comments below. Now check out why Ford might be interested in joining F1 by clicking on this video.